You think you know what deep means. A swimming pool is deep. A basement is deep. But the ocean has a place so far down that sunlight gives up long before it gets there. Your brain pictures the deep end of a pool and multiplies it a little. That guess is not even close. The real number will make your stomach drop. Start with something you already understand. Everest is 8,849 meters tall. Picture it in your mind, sitting there, snow on top, clouds around the peak. Now flip it upside down and drop it into the ocean at a spot called the Mariana Trench. It disappears, completely. There is still more than 2 kilometers of water above where its peak used to be. Does that feel possible? The deepest known point is called Challenger Deep. It sits about 10,935 meters below the surface. That is almost 7 miles straight down, through water the entire way. At that depth, the pressure is over 1,000 times what you feel standing on land right now. It would crush a submarine like an empty soda can if the hull was not built for it. Only a handful of humans have ever seen it with their own eyes. In 1960, Jacques Piccard and U.S. Navy Lieutenant Don Walsh rowed a steel vessel called the Trieste all the way down. It took almost 5 hours to descend. They spent 20 minutes at the bottom before the pressure cracked one of the outer windows, and then they came back up. For over 50 years, nobody returned. Then, in 2012, filmmaker James Cameron built his own submersible and went down alone. He described the bottom as quiet, flat, and almost lifeless, like landing on another planet. In 2019, explorer Victor Vescovo went even further, mapping the trench more precisely than anyone before him. His team at the 5 Deeps expedition confirmed something surprising. The bottom is not empty. There is life down there. Strange, pale creatures, adapted to total darkness and crushing weight, thriving where nothing should survive. Here is the part that reframes everything. If you stacked the tallest buildings on Earth on top of each other, the Burj Khalifa at 828 meters, you would need over 13 of them just to reach the surface from the bottom. Your mind was not built to hold a number like that. The deepest you have probably ever been is the deep end of a pool, maybe 5 meters down, or a scuba dive, maybe 30. Multiply that by 200. That is still not the trench. Your body could not survive even a fraction of that pressure without protection. The ocean floor near the coast you walk along is closer to the surface than the trench is to that ocean floor. Scientists at Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution still send unmanned vehicles down there today because so much of it remains unmapped. You have better maps of the surface of the moon than you do of your own ocean floor. That is not an exaggeration. It is simply true. So the next time someone says something is deep, ask yourself what they actually mean. A pool, a basement, a feeling. None of it comes close. Somewhere beneath the waves you have flown over on a plane, there is a place nearly 11 kilometers down. Dark, silent, and still barely explored. You think you know what deep means. You do not. Not yet.